We're talking Married at First Sight, Season 11. Season 11. The first video I filmed about the subject was after watching episode 10, and I was feeling a little extra when I filmed that. But in all honesty, oh, by the way, if you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it, because I did make some interesting points about why I think the experts got it wrong. But I wanted to take it down a little bit because I was feeling a little extra when I made that video. I was just excited to be talking about it and getting it out. But these are real people we're talking about. These are real lives, real relationships that we're talking about. So I decided for this video, what I wanted to do was talk about these people like they're my little brothers and sisters. And I mean that in like not a condescending way at all. Like I mean that in a totally respectful way, because I'm thinking, how can I talk about these people? Yes, there's entertainment value, but the people that are in it for the right reasons are doing it for real. Like this is their real life. We know this because we've seen the last 10 seasons. Some of the people actually make it and are still married today. They have kids, they have families, growing families. They're still filming. If you watch Couples Cam, keeping up with some of their lives, it's like the people who take this seriously and really decide to work this out, they have successful marriages. And so it's easy for me and whoever else to come on here and talk about what should be happening or shouldn't be happening, what people should or shouldn't do. But these are people's real lives. And so I want to be respectful of that, and I want to honor that. And hopefully the people are in it for the right reasons. If not, we will talk about that at a later date. Speaking of being in it for the right reasons, let's talk about my little brother, Brett, okay? Yes, little bro, I'm coming for you. I just feel like maybe you're not in it for the right reasons. From the onset, it seemed like you weren't. Then you were turning a leaf and you were being this new person who was sensitive and kind. And yes, you were sarcastic, but we could tell that you were just throwing that out as a defense. Let's take the honeymoon, for example, when you were asked to rate your marriage and you were like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's belittling my wife. I'm not going to rate her, yada, yada, yada. But then you overheard Olivia talking to the girls and she went ahead and rated the marriage, and it wasn't a 10 or even a 9, I don't think. And so that offended you. And I completely understand that, okay? I'm talking to you as my little brother, because yes, I'm older than you, but also because, and I know you didn't ask for my advice, but that's what big sisters do. I have you in my best interest. And so if you're in this for the right reasons, which shame on you if you came on this show knowing that you just needed an extra 25K or just wanted to meet some hot chicks because all of the apps that you were on were not delivering the goods. Okay, there I go again, being extra. But for real, Brett, you were doing good. Episode 11 and 12, I was feeling like I could root for you, despite the fact that I originally thought you were in it for the wrong reasons. Then you had me thinking, no, maybe it's Olivia that is the problem in this relationship. Then fast forward to previews of episode 13, and I just have a feeling that all of a sudden I was right all along. Along the same note, Olivia, little sis, I'm sorry. I owe you an apology because I said some things that were probably out of hand during the last video, I said you were destined to be an old cat lady, and that was wrong. Sincerely apologize for that. When I'm looking at you as my little sister, what I want to say is give a little bit, trust a little bit more. There were some moments where Brett was really trying to give himself to you, and you were just not believing him and questioning him to a point that was beyond necessary. It's okay to have doubts. Everyone has doubts. But once you address those, once you voice those doubts and the person explains where they're coming from, you have to believe them. Brett told you why, okay? He told you why he was acting that way. He told you he was going to do better, and you harped on him some more. So I'm just giving you sisterly advice, okay? Even if Brett was in this for the wrong reasons, in your next relationship, wait until you have an actual reason not to believe the person. And I know you said he was different off camera than on camera, and you liked him a little bit better off camera. Don't worry, that was just your nephew in the background. I know you said that he was acting a little bit different on camera versus off camera, but I really think that you could have given him a little bit more trust. And I don't know what's going to happen in episode 13, but I saw the previews and it seems like he is just out. And you wanted to work things out and he doesn't want to. I don't know what's going to happen, but trust me, don't try too hard to hold on to him because he's already shown a lot of signs that he doesn't want to be here. Okay, speaking of signs he doesn't want to be here, Brett is the only person out of all the cast who has an Instagram that is not private. It's part of contractual obligations, so I hear that you're supposed to keep your social media private if you're part of the show before the results come out. Brett, on the other hand, has a public Instagram where he's posting pictures of himself and cute little animals, and a lot of women are commenting and saying, hey, if you're still available, I'm here for you. There's one picture that Brett posted with one of or two of Olivia's cats, and the caption said the stepkids. I'm like, okay, is this trying to make us think that they're still together? And then, you know, there's comments from other females, and then Olivia even comments, and she said, you know, something that was pleasant. I forget exactly what it was, but I'm going to put it on the screen here. Excuse me. So Brett's Instagram is public. He's obviously communicating with other females, or shall I say other females are commenting on his photos, and in some cases he's replying. What does this tell me about his DMs? They're probably lit. Okay, moving on to my next little brother and sister. Moving on. Christina and Henry. Little brother, little sister. It's been so uncomfortable to watch this progression. I feel like, okay, for one, Henry, you started off by telling Christina that her impatience was a deal breaker for you, and that's fine. It's great to be open about your deal breakers. And then when Christina turned around next episode and said confidence is a deal breaker for her, you got offended and you took that as a jab. You were being direct with her, but yet when she said something that was directly related to you, you didn't like the way that felt. And I'm just gonna say, yes, things like that can hurt, but she was being honest and saying that she is attracted to more confident guys. And you know that you don't exude confidence. What we need to do is get to the root of that reason. Why do you have such a lack of confidence? I want to say to Christina, Henry tried to share a little bit of why he doesn't have confidence. He was overweight when he was a kid, and you basically wrote that off. Like, that was so long ago. Just get over it. And I'm going to say things that have happened in people's lives that they dealt with for years as they were developing, especially, as they were developing before they found themselves, before becoming an adult, before fully forming who they were. It's hard to let those things go. It takes time. Those things are ingrained in you, and it's just not something that you can just get over. I feel like maybe you know that because you have your own issues that you're dealing with, but you need to be more patient when someone is not being or displaying the things that you want. You need to have some more compassion, some more understanding. That being said, I don't think you two are a great match. I don't think that you guys are going to work out, not because you don't want things to work out, but there's just too many differences that you're just not going to be able to get over. And I hate saying this because it's like, yes, on one hand, once you make a decision to make something work, you can figure out how to go down that path. It's just going to be so difficult for both of you. You're going to have to both just get out of your comfort zones to like another level. And I don't know if you're prepared for that. It's like, I feel like both of you got into the situation feeling like you wanted to just get matched and get married and turn the page and just live happily ever after. Well, it's not going to happen that way, especially for the two of you. So if you decide that you want to stick it out, it's going to be growing pains times 10. Like, you're not going to get where you want to be for a long time. You can get there. Anything is possible, but it's not going to be easy. So if you're looking for easy, just go on ahead and leave this one alone. Okay, Miles and Karen. I feel like Karen, yes, I was hard on you too. So little sis, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry. I just didn't understand. I had a lapse of understanding why you got into this process, knowing that you are so cautious about things and taking things slow. It just blew my mind. Like, why did you even choose to get married at first sight? But I get it. You want to find love. Who doesn't? Okay. So I apologize for being so hard on you last video. Miles, you're a lovable teddy bear. I have some words of caution for you because I see in episode 11 and 12, you're kind of getting thrown off of your game. It's like, and yes, I understand it. I get it. You came into this like ready for love, and then Karen like put all these roadblocks up and you're hitting them, and each time it's taking you down a notch. And I hate seeing that. As your big sis, I really hate seeing that because it's like, here we have this confident, emotional, sensitive, loving man who just wants to give love and be understood and understand his partner, and you're just hitting a wall with no reciprocation. And that's just throwing you off. You don't know how to handle it. We can see it. We can see your confidence level going down. So I want to encourage you to just stay the course. Keep being who you are. And try not to close up. Try not to clam up because of this. If Karen's going to come around, she's going to come around. If not, you need to stay being who you are. I do have to tell you, I'm mad at you for that Post-it note that you wrote, where you wrote, a 4-page letter on a Post-it note, basically. Like, hello, what was that about? Let's try to get a card next time. Hallmark is our friend, okay? Karen, I'm going to circle back to you, okay? You have a good man on your hands. Recognize a good thing when you see it. I know you've been burned in your last relationships. You thought you were, with someone who was taking care of you. He was doing the things you liked, being how you liked, taking charge, all the while going out and having a baby with another woman. Like, that was wrong. But that was not Miles. And you cannot punish him for something that happened in the past. Let alone, okay, you cannot punish him for something that someone else did to you in the past. You need to work on yourself before you're going to try to get into another relationship. If you're going to go into your next relationship with so many walls up that the person can't even get to know you, you need more time for yourself. It's as simple as that. Like, when you're ready to share your life, that's when you go ahead and share your life. Okay, I know that doesn't even apply because here you are already married. So since you're married, sis, I'm going to need you to loosen up, okay? I'm scared because after watching the previews for episode 13, we see that Miles reached his breaking point. And it's like, what did you expect to happen? You can only push someone away so many times before they listen to you. Woody and Amani, you guys are on a good path. Woody, I feel like you're doing everything right. Like, I feel like you're just being a happy, bubbly, go-lucky guy. You're doing for your wife. You're thinking about her. You're being so thoughtful. The 1 month anniversary gift was beyond. I mean, it was so good. Good job. Like, I couldn't have taught you better myself, little bro. Amani, I'm going to need you to step it up, okay? I mean, here you have a man that's willing to do things for you. And like Karen, you're just putting up so many roadblocks. And I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're just going to miss out on a good thing, or you're not going to be able to experience how good that thing can be because you're shutting him down. Don't dim the possibility of your happiness because of fear. You guys also, after watching previews for episode 13, I feel like no one is going to be together. I don't know if it's the 2020 quarantine jinx or what is going to happen. I'm waiting to find out, just like everyone else. But I'm really rooting for you guys. You guys can really make it. You have what it takes to make it. I told you before, I'm team Amelia and Bennett. A plus B. It doesn't get any better than that. I'm even afraid they're not going to make it because the way the previews for episode 13 made it look is that Bennett is just not down to move wherever it is that Amelia needs to move for her residency. Amelia and Bennett, you guys are the front runners. You have all Married at First Sight fans behind you, rooting for you, hoping you make it and just make a bunch of little Amelias and Bennetts. Like, Big Sis wants a lot of nieces and nephews, like, for real. You guys have found someone who adores you, who loves being with you, who feels like they're better when they're with you. You guys, it seems like both of you feel like better versions of yourself when you're around each other. And that is amazing to watch. So what I hope for you is that you will just cling to that and be able to make sacrifices. Bennett, you can stay in Louisiana and let Amelia go off without you, but you're gonna feel a big void in your life. Like, you're not gonna even want to be there. Go with her. Follow her. Go be with the love of your life. This has been a great pep talk. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Yes, I do a lot of random stuff on this channel, but I'm just me. I do what I like, and that's how it goes around here. So I hope you stick around. I thank you so much for watching. Mwah. To all my little brothers and sisters out there, we're just one big happy family.